Hello there, welcome back to Sweden. Last time, well, we declared war on Brandenburg, got ourselves war pommen here, pissed off some people around me, but they don't really seem to care that much. Well, it's more like they don't care, but we can live with that. It seems like I'll definitely have to try and do some wars within the Holy Roman Empire, and one way of doing that is most likely just piecing out with France here, potentially, if they trash Austria, which they are currently actually doing very, very nicely. So, there is some chance here I might have to take, but I'm up for that. Should be interesting. And for now, I'll just allow the sieges here to continue, and hopefully the Teutons will be ready to get some more provinces very soon. If, well, let us reach out again because we can. The Teutons are actually very bad at turning things into course, so I think we'll just wait for now. I'll take probably these 3 provinces for myself, and then hand 4 provinces over to. Let's see. I want these 3 for myself. Just call them myself. That should be fair. Well, perfectly all right. And again, yeah, I'll probably just hand the provinces that currently are Orthodox, like this one, to Novgorod, because they then won't have to convert it, and we can all live happily ever after. And potentially, I could definitely turn. Yeah, this could be awkward. So let's just do. Let's just make the map a little bit weird. Not too weird, just a little bit weird. We'll go with this deal. It'll actually reach out way to Hungary and Hansa again, so I could potentially get the Hansa in a collision against me, but apparently Pomerania doesn't really care. I can't even find them on the list, although I'm probably blind. But yeah, this should work. Should work perfectly. I'll take 3 provinces, and my vassal will take 4. So this should work brilliantly. Boom. And the map now looks a little bit better, although it still looks kind of weird. So let's just go ahead and call our provinces before they become an issue. And let's see, which is the one with the most tax? This one. We're going to just do that for, well, safe measures, if you will. And again, yeah, it seems like I'll actually have to fight Crimea later on, and they're allied with the Ottomans. So I think we'll just have a very friendly relationship there. And since Hansa now joined a coalition against me, I'm waiting for Muscovy to do the same thing, because they definitely will, as soon as the truce runs out in 73. And then we'll declare Muscovy, because they don't have any allies, and they currently have the mission to subjugate Novgorod, which I find hilarious, because they'll never ever be capable of doing that. But we'll fabricate a claim on Vanden, because it's a mission of mine. So we'll just do that, and again, I'll just join my troops up in the Teutonic lands, because basically is our new base of operations. And hopefully, yeah, Novgorod can handle their rebels on their own, or rather, we'll actually support them in the early moments here, just because it will be easy for them to call their lands this way. And well, we'll go on to call our lands. We'll watch as France and Austria destroy each other, which is definitely going to be hilarious in so many ways. Congregationalist heretics. What the hell? Huh. Well, we are currently using a missionary on Revolt, so that's why we have some zealots, but the missionary will be done fairly soon. And, well, with that said, we'll just sit down and wait here. Again, I'm looking actually for a potential alliance with the Ottomans, because that would definitely be useful. That would be hilariously useful. And as you can see, not really that likely. I'll actually... What the hell happened to Spain? We have a reformed Granada, reformed Catalonia, Galicia, Navarra. I've actually never seen this country before in EU4. It's Catalonia. I'm amazed. I've never seen that before. I also very rarely see Sardinia, so it's a very, very interesting game. And again, the Knights are just here to piss me off right now. It's a game having fun. But yeah, I really like what I'm seeing in terms of Spain breaking up. They were a very strong ally to the Austrians, and if France now completely break up Austria too, that would be wonderful. Austria is definitely losing ground here. Spain, not strong at all anymore. They don't have very strong allies. They do have, of course, they do have colonial nations, but there's limits to what those colonial nations can do. And judging by what I'm currently seeing here, Austria is definitely losing the war. Although they do have positive war score, they are definitely losing the war, thanks to the fact that the only reason why they aren't, or why Austria isn't losing the war right now, is because the defender still controls Cuneo. So yeah, it's definitely going to be rather interesting here. Excellent minister, some admin points for free, wonderful. But it's also going to be interesting to see what happens with its sunny salads. To be perfectly honest, potentially we could get a huge Crimea, which I've never seen before either. A huge Kazakh, never seen that either. So again, there's a lot of interesting things happening in this game, all things considered. We're getting a big Ottomans, could actually be really helpful here. And let's do some upgrades to tech to celebrate this. Military tech, 13 Trunnions, artillery fire plus 0.4, artillery shock plus 0.10. 2 new types of artillery, and a regimental camp can now be built. We'll also do an upgrade in admin tech here to improve drainage, level 13. With that we get an increase in production efficiency by 10%. I can now build plantations. Let's just go straight ahead here and build or upgrade my, sorry, not my horses, my artillery. And again, it will save diplomatic points just because we're so horrible at it. But as you know, I am currently I'm currently working towards making East Frisia here a vassal of mine, because that would be hilariously useful. So we'll see how that goes. We claim the province, and we get a new mission here. Take Venden, reduce overextension, or we'll just reduce overextension because we're going to get that one very soon, since we are coring our lands. And again here, the rebels aren't actually being a issue at all, so we're just going to relax with that. We'll make a long-term investment, get some diplomacy points, and so far I haven't actually seen a single rebel here, which is really, really helpful. So how is Tudors doing in terms of fabricating new claims on Poland? Not a single one. Who are you fabricating claims on? Bohemia, because that's what you do. You actually fabricate a claim on me? You're kind of impressive. I'll give you that. You are kind of impressive. The funny thing is, I'll be looking into declaring war on Pomerania right after this war is over, because I think I'll be able to do that without too much fuzz. And again, I should probably also look to actually create a proper army, because right now the army isn't as big as it should be. It's, as you can see, it's half size. It should be 70k units. So not the best thing ever. Jesus Christ, Novgorod has been busy on the claim fabrication front. They've gone all out. Wonderful. Do I want to just attack Yaroslav? I can't, because again, no casus belli. But we probably will do that in the near future. Brandenburg hates my guts. Wonderful. And again, I'm tempted to declare wait with Muscovy, just have them join the coalition, and then I can just decimate the Hansa. But I think it's better to just use that for Lithuania or Poland, because they're smaller, they're easier to contain, rather than the Muscovy beast, if you will. But they are losing to Siberia, so I think the coalition is kind of coming, or colonization is coming to a halt here. So that is wonderful. But yeah. For now, we'll just sit back and see what happens here. Still haven't gotten any religious war, so that is wonderful. It gives me time to prepare. But hopefully, the religious war actually sparks right after Austria now has been decimated, right after Spain has been hurt, and basically things are kind of coming up our way here. Now, Catholic Zealots Rebel has no longer any chance of them, so I'll just wait for this to lower before we, well, start something new here. And Owerpowered has become a core province, and it was turned Protestant thanks to the fact that we do indeed own a center of Reformation. That's wonderful. And it's going to be interesting to see how, again, I pull off the planning with Frisia. But if I can just vassalize them peacefully, then it'll give me some opportunities in the area. I think, I hope, and I would presume. So we'll see how that goes. And again, I'll wait until I actually do something before we... Yeah, I'll have to help out with these rebels, more so than anything else. So I'll send my armies down there. I'll deal with the Polish rebels, and everything should be about fine. I'll be back very soon. So Muscovy just well screwed over. Peskov has been born, and why don't we just take that? I think I'm going to wait though until Novgorod has actually cored all of these, and they actually have, so that's wonderful. Let's just clear war on Peskov then. Novgorod, do your duty. And again, I'm not going to fight Novgorod because I won't bother. And hopefully they'll also fabricate a claim on Yaroslav, because that will be That will make things a lot easier. Lithuania apparently made peace there with everyone, but they still have... Basically, this entire area is going to become Crimean thanks to the rebels, so it's going to be really interesting. And I don't think we're going to go too far south. I'm probably going to get Belz and Vassal, and then I'm just going to leave Poland alone, because I don't want to get too close to the Ottomans in terms of, well, potential peace, truces, wartime, things like that. So we'll be playing our cards kind of carefully here, not to screw ourselves over. And Muscovy is no longer a valid rival for me, because Siberia kind of stopped their colonization attempts here, and it makes it really easy now to grow Novgorod to some degree. Sure, we'll accept both of these because it's kind of well, important to keep myself in power. I have one free diplomatic relation here, so see if we can find a king to marry. The Livonian one is not one of them. Granada, for instance. Can I royal marriage Granada? No, again, we're just too far away. I need to get some provinces closer to them if I want to pull that off. Lüneburg. It could be helpful, let's just be honest. My country do still have Ludwig in Bavaria, so that's good. And again, Lüneburg could potentially be a good candidate for a marriage. England, not really so. Not Poland. The Palatinate, not really. So I think in this case we'll just go for Lüneburg. Just see if we can get our royal marriage up and running. Because again, it would just be so helpful to have it. That's basically the only reason. And we have reached 100% relation with East Frisia, so we'll bribe them and then we'll vassalize them, I think. Provided that I can vassalize while at war, which I think I can. So let's march this army with the other Polish rebels, and then we'll all be happy. Sardinia enters military alliance with Milan. There we go. East Frisia has been peacefully vassalized. So that's wonderful. And again, here we still have to wait for the core construction to be completed, but I still have a tendency to just press that whenever I can. But yeah, Lithuania has basically run the course, or run to the end of its rope here, I think. And Muscovy has screwed itself over, so I am tempted to just go for waiting and then declare war on the Hansa when I can. It could definitely work, just take the provinces by force. So I think we're going to fabricate claims here on Hamburg and Holstein and Mecklenburg, just so I can actually take them when I want to. Of course, coalition-wise, it's probably not the wisest move, but it's kind of going to be necessary to start making some moves. Holstein, or the Hansa, is a very powerful nation that if I can just destroy them before we actually end up in a potential, well, war here for, or rather the religious war within the empire, that would definitely be helpful. So I'll be fabricating claims on, again, just these two provinces. It'll probably help a lot. Can I peacefully vassalize you as well? I can actually peacefully vassalize Lüneburg here as well. So I think I'll not be fabricating any claims in the near future. I'll just be trying to well, get the military axes, get the relations going, etc. And again, Netherlands declare independence. Burgundy just disappeared completely. No, they're actually still in the center of France. So Netherlands for everyone. But yeah, I think I'll just keep on vassalizing smaller princes in the empire and then annex them. It seems to be a fairly good plan for the future, I would presume. So we'll see how this works out. I could potentially go after Brunswick too after this. Brandenburg will never forgive me. Oldenburg could be a candidate. So yeah, I do actually have some plans, which could actually turn out to be very, very wonderful. Create an army for a nation, claim our rival's province Trakai, I'll do that one, and we'll start converting Samotia. And again, yeah, I'm a little bit unsure, but I think we'll most likely just go ahead and declare war on Muscovy as soon as the truce runs out. There's no real reason to actually wait for them to get into coalition against us, to be perfectly honest, but I don't have any one back at home right now, so if they join the coalition, that's fine. But if they do not, then I won't bother or care too much. Last thing we're going to do today is just check how we're doing in troop numbers. As you can see here, we're a nice 5th with our 32,000 men. Austria isn't on the list. They have been completely decimated, which is hilarious. Burgundy still has 28,000 though, even with the 2 provinces, so that's impressive. But basically, the alliance with France and the Ottomans is what is going to decide most likely the inter-war with the Holy Roman Empire, so that's looking interestingly enough. Now, Novgorod actually has 23,000 men on their own. They have a lot of men that can be used. And, well, I do like how this is going, as long as the it would be perfect now to get the war in between war. Muscovy only has 9,000 men, has a lot of manpower though, so yeah, I think we're just going to actually call this guy back, declare war on Muscovy here, and then everything will be good, I think. Should at least be very, very straightforward. I can't sell Pskov until we're done with everything anyways. I could of course try and do this and see if that helps. Yeah, it'll be handed over straight to Novgorod, so let's just go for that deal. And then we'll declare war here on Muscovy. And again, I'm pretty sure Novgorod can handle Muscovy on their own right now, so it's basically just a very, very peaceful way of doing things. Belozero is well, let's just go for Kostroma then, I guess. Should be fairly alright. And of course here we'll be relying on Novgorod to do this deal on their own. Now this is something that don't make sense. Have I told you guys to join me? No. You're going to the wrong war zone, Novgorod. Novgorod there. The Teutons have actually gone to Austria. Don't want you to go to Austria. But they have, so that's a bummer. But as I said here, we'll try and get Lüneburg into a vassalage as well. And it should definitely be interesting to see how the future spins out from here. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we'll continue next time. Bye!